Hello. For anyone who is new here, I am Willow. I am a very small, aspiring artist. And for anyone who's not here, you might notice a little bit of a change. I have moved house. That's why I haven't been uploading. I've also not been uploading because I've been procrastinating, which is what we are here to talk about today. I've literally spent the last 3 hours procrastinating on making this video and going, oh, there's no point. No one will see it. Which is really ironic because that's what the video's about. So, let's go. Everyone will tell you to just put yourself out there, but no one actually talks about how overwhelming and invisible you feel when you try to do that. The music world is very overcrowded at the minute. Algorithms are very unpredictable and talent alone is just simply not enough anymore. Which is really sad because I see a lot of very small artists that have so much talent, and back in the 90s or 60s or just any time that isn't now, they would be famous and they would have been seen and they would have been put on a record label. Sorry, I talk with my hands, that's going to make the camera shake. And it's just not fair because no one is getting seen anymore. Today we are going to talk about why that happens and how to overcome that. Now, do not come at me if this doesn't work. This is a base outline. I've spent years studying how music works and how it gets into the algorithm, and mine still hasn't. It's still just in one little bubble with like friends and family listening to it and the odd person outside, which I don't mind. People are listening to it, that's what I want. I just want people to enjoy it. I want to make people happy. But I'm going to talk today about how to push it further out, if you get me. I'm going to stop rambling on because I know it's annoying to watch. Oversaturation. So millions of artists are uploading music daily, and it's not that you're not good enough, it's that the noise is too loud. This is an incredibly annoying thing. Overcoming the algorithm is the hardest thing because I don't know what it's called on everything else. I know on TikTok it's called being shadow banned, and you can't get out of that. You have to create a new account. Like, you can't. Well, not that I know of. If anyone knows how to get me unshadow banned on TikTok, because I'm now on my second account. My first one had 4,000 something followers. My new one has 300. I'm stuck at 300 now. I'm stuck at 4,000 on the other. I cannot push past, and all my videos get like 300 views and 20 likes. It's jarring. If anyone knows how to overcome that, please tell me in the comments, I beg. Anyway, and that is because algorithms favour what is already trending, not what's new. Overcoming algorithms and trying to push past everything, all the noise, it's hard. But I have a few little key points that might help. The first one being a niche, right? You need your own niche, you need your own sound, you need your own unique you. Like, people will look out for that. So you see Ariana Grande and you know it's her because she's got her own niche. She hits the high notes. The ponytail was her niche for a while. Obviously, she doesn't do that anymore. Stuff like that, that's a niche. You need to find your own. So many people have said to me, your niche is that you're ginger and you only wear green. You look like poison ivy. That isn't a niche. Because I've talked to my family and my friends about this, and that's what I get. You like the colour green. I know. That's not the point. That isn't a niche. I don't know. I mean, it could be. Anyway, liking the colour green and having ginger hair isn't really a niche because there's a lot of people that like the colour green and have ginger hair. It's not. You need to find something that's you and only you. Someone is going to recognise you for that. Like a hook. So a hook is something that you start all of your videos with. There's this one musician on Instagram, maybe, I cannot remember what they're called, but I know it's them when I come across a video because they start all of the videos holding a cat. That is a hook. So that's like a niche for me. Like, I see that as their niche because I'm like, oh, cat music. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. As much as people say quality over quantity, social media does not want that anymore. It's consistency over perfection. If you are posting 3 times a week and the videos aren't that good quality, you're still pushing yourself onto the algorithm. If you are posting 1 time every 2 weeks and it's an amazing video, you're not in the system, you're not in the algorithm, you're not going to be rolling your videos out like that. If you want good quality videos, you can spend time away from social media and build up your videos and post them all on a roll after them being made, but don't spend gaps in between, because that's why I'm now shadow banned, because I haven't posted in let me Google it. Awesome. I haven't posted in about 10 months. Oh no, 9 months. 9 months was my most recent one. So I haven't posted in 9 months. That's why I'm making this video, because I've took a break, I've researched it, I've done the hard work for you. Now you need to listen to me because I messed up taking that break. It's going to be really hard for me to come back to this. And the final point of how to overcome oversaturation is use short form content to draw in new listeners. I know that if you're on the same wavelength as me, we all hate short form content and it's just not for us. But a lot of people are addicted to it. And that's not, I want to say that's not a bad thing. It is. I'm not coming at anyone. I'm not saying, oh, get off your phone, touch some grass. What I'm saying is algorithms, not algorithms, well, yeah, kind of, but short form content is built to keep you drawn in. So a lot of people have ended up addicted to it. And as sad as that is, it's just the way the world is now. We'll get over it, blah, blah, blah. If you use short form content to your advantage, this is what I'm talking about. Posting short form content will draw in new listeners. They will see a 15-second clip and go, that's bearable, I can watch that. They'll see this however many minutes long video that I'm about to post and go, that's effort, I'm not watching that. I'll scroll shorts instead and watch that amount of time of videos, just all different things to fill my attention span. So if they see you on that short form content, they're going to go, maybe click the follow, maybe click the like. You've got more chance of pulling them in than with a video like this. I'm just praying that people are going to want to watch this and, I don't know, maybe follow me, maybe like the video. Help a girl out, please. Lack of visibility, not lack of talent. So many great musicians stay hidden because they don't know how to market themselves. I know a lot of people in the music industry that just don't have a following because they don't know how to market. Me being one of them, my friend Grace here being one of them. Seriously, go and check out her music. I will link it in the description. She is amazing. She proves that you do not need fancy equipment. She literally does it all on GarageBand. So many creative people are uncomfortable promoting the work. Again, me being one of them. It's terrifying. It feels like you're just going to get judged. You feel stupid in front of a camera. That's why I've spent so long away from it, because me sitting here in front of this camera does just feel stupid. But if I want to get out there, it's all I can do. So now, how to overcome that? Treat marketing as storytelling, not bragging. So if you tell your story or tell a story behind a song you've written, or this might not even just be for musicians, to be fair. If you've drawn a piece or painted something, tell the story behind it. Don't say, hey, look, I've done this. Draw them in with why. Because I feel like that just catches so much more attention than when you see someone online that, oh, hey, look, I've done this. Then you just get flooded with hate comments of, oh, you're not even that good, stop bragging, blah, blah, blah. Because the internet sucks. Number 2, I have found this to be my best marketing tactic. Show behind the scenes. Show bloopers and struggles and fails. Because it shows that you're real, and people just like to laugh at people. In a world full of haters, that we are living in, because let's be real, everyone just wants to hate on everyone. If that's the way that you can draw attention to yourself, take it, because there will be the group of people that don't want to hate on you and that'll protect you. And I know that it sucks being hated on, but in this economy, that's the way that growing a fan base works. For example, just to show you that it's normal to be uncomfortable in front of the camera, I'm just going to show from the past hour this video every time I messed up. Why am I making this video? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Hello? Why am I questioning? Why is it a question? It's not a question. Artist. Sorry, I'm looking out the window because someone's cleaning it. Because I don't like the way I said that. Get rid of it. Reckon again. What? Oh, I was just reaching for my water and I got stabbed by a cactus. Said cactus. Oh, see, it's too warm. It's too warm for a jumper. How have I done this? I've got my fan on and everything. I'm going to need to take that off too because you'll hear it in the background of the... Number 3 of how to overcome lack of visibility, not lack of talent, is collaborating with other artists. Now, I know this seems terrifying. It is quite easy for some people because you have musical friends. So, for example, Grace, my friend, we are going to be collaborating with each other because we both have different audiences. None of my followers follow her, none of her followers follow me, but once we collaborate, that will change, hopefully, we'll gain some of each other's following. That's typically how that works. Also, you can gain a really good community, you can gain new friends. It's really fun to collaborate with other artists. So I would 100% recommend that because it does get you more out there. If you are scared of doing that, don't be. Reach out to me. I'll happily collaborate with you. I need more people to do that with. If you don't want to collaborate with me because we've got different styles, go on TikTok, search small artists or even bigger artists. Just drop them a message. The worst they can say is no. And you need to have that rejection therapy, exposure therapy, because it's the way the world works and you need to get used to it. Okay, so the algorithm is not your friend. We have established this already. I'm going to talk about why. Streaming platforms reward watch time, engagement, and trends. They don't reward quality. Not always. They sometimes do, but not always. So new artists very often get buried before they get a chance to get out there because there's so much going on online. So how to overcome this? The first thing I'm going to say is post content that encourages interaction. So polls, duets, questions, challenges, anything like that. I've got a series going on my TikTok that I haven't posted to for about 9 months again. Guess the song. So like I'll play a chord and then people will comment, and then if they get it right I'll play the whole song. That kind of thing. Or if they don't get it right, I do the next 2 chords of the song and then they guess off, that kind of thing. Because it's engagement. People are like, what could this be? I'll comment, and then the comment pushes the video further because it's interaction, and yeah, you get it. The second thing I'm going to say is reuse your music in a bunch of different formats. So a raw acoustic version, sped up, slowed down, a live snippet of you performing it, every different way, because they'll get used to hearing that song over and over in your voice, in your style, in all of these different ways, and they'll find one that they like. And yeah, when you post multiple different videos of the same song, it works better with originals compared to covers, but if you're only a cover artist, that still works. They'll hear that over and over, your voice, your way of singing it, your song possibly, but in all these different styles, and that draws in, oh, this sounds different from last time I heard it. Oh, this one sounds better. I don't really like this one as much. Let's go back onto their page and listen to the one I liked. That kind of thing. It works. And then finally, the most underestimated part of getting the algorithm to be your friend is optimize the use of titles, tags and descriptions, because that is what allows your videos to be searched. The title of your video is very important, because without the title, it's not gonna have a bracket to fit into. It's not. So if you don't have a title, it could end up on the wrong For You page. It could end up on a For You page of someone who only likes gaming and doesn't listen to music. They're not going to want that. They're going to scroll past it. They're going to block that from being on their feed. And once someone has block this type of content from being on my feed, whatever platform you're using is going to go, oh, no one likes this. Let's shadow ban them, or not let them get out there. We don't need that to happen. Put a title, whether it be new original song coming soon, or small artist, or just anything about your niche, your style, your music, whatever. Put that as your title, because it's important. Second thing is hashtags. I have tried so many hashtags. I'm going to put a list here of the ones I know have pushed my music out there, but it is really difficult to make things work with these because they change all the time. So as of April 9th, 2026, these are the current hashtags that are going to push your video out. I don't know, it might change. Don't come at me if it does. And finally, descriptions, the most overlooked part. No one likes captioning and putting big long descriptions in your videos. Do it. Because when people search for something, if they search something that has even got 3 of the same words that your description has got in it, your video is more than likely to come up. Even if it's not in your title, even if it's not in your hashtags, that description is like your backup. If they search something with the word the, that'll be somewhere in the feed because yours has that. And obviously that's a very common word, so everyone's is going to have it. But it's just an example so you understand what I'm saying. If they search a song, or say if you've posted a video about what equipment you use. So I use, for example, the Focusrite Scarlett Solo for my music. If someone searched something about that and I've put a link to it in my description because I'm talking about it, my video will come up. That kind of descriptions are important is what I'm saying, but I'm going to shut up now because I've been talking for a while. No clear brand or identity. Right, so this part kind of links in with having a niche, because listeners connect with people and not just the songs. So without a clear identity, it's harder for audiences to remember you. Right, so how to overcome this? Number 1, you need to define your aesthetic, your message, and your personality. Defining your aesthetic is kind of like your niche. Well, all of this is like your niche, but your most visible, the one that people are going to see. So what you look like. People will look at me and be like, oh yeah, she's a tree hugger. And I'm like, yeah, I am, so what? Or poison ivy, as people like to say. Your message is what you want to put out to the world. So why you're doing your music, the kind of things you sing about, if you were famous and you got on a TV show, a reality thing, you know what I mean, Jimmy Fallon show or whatever, what you would talk about, what message you would give to the world, that kind of thing. And your personality, so who you are. Jojo Siwa, people love her because she's outgoing. People hate her because she's outgoing. That's why she's noticed. That's the best example I'm going to get out there for you guys. Number 2 is keep your visuals consistent. So you might have noticed through this whole video, I've used a green background with the same font of writing every time something has popped up on the screen. That is because it's the style that I'm going for. Fonts, colours and styles. If you're making any form of video that's going to have any writing on it, make sure it's always the same, because people will see that and think of you. If someone else uses that but they've seen you first, they're going to say, oh look, they use that font too. They use that style of captioning too. You know what I mean? You'll see it, you'll get it. it's something that happens online because your brain absorbs everything. And number 3 is share what you stand for. If you've lost someone to cancer and your main goal is to raise money, become famous and get rich so that you can give money to cancer research, let people know that. Because if they've also lost someone to cancer, they will resonate with that and want to support you. That's what I mean by share what you stand for. Because after all, authenticity does build loyalty. They will see, oh my God, this is a real person with real values. I'm going to support you and I'm going to be loyal to your fan base. That's how that's going to work out. Fear of judgment. Many musicians hold back because they are terrified of criticism or not being ready. Let me just tell you that you are dead wrong. Perfectionism kills momentum. If you are holding back because you're scared of getting hate, it doesn't matter if you are the most famous person in the world, you are still going to get hate. There is no such thing as a hate-free community. Every single musician is hated on. Think about any musician right now that you don't like. And you might have even put a hate comment on their videos. But then think about everyone else that loves them. The love you will get for being real and for being who you are completely outweighs being hated on and getting criticism. For the second bit, you're never going to be ready. Ever. I still don't feel ready. You're never, ever going to be ready. You just need to do it. Because if you keep waiting until you're ready, you are never going to get anywhere. Now, how to overcome this? Number 1, start messy. Because improvement happens publicly. I remember the first time I got up and sang in front of an audience. I was terrified and I messed it up majorly. And there is a video of this somewhere, if I can find it. I probably can't. But it was horrible. I did such a bad job. And I still had 300 people stood on their feet clapping because I got up and tried. And now, every single month, I'm up doing gigs and open mic nights. And I'm confident. And it's fine. But start messy, because you can go back on my TikTok. I don't delete my videos if I'm embarrassed of them, because they're a part of my journey. And it's real. And people, if I ever get famous, will want to go back and look at my old stuff. Probably to take the mick out of me. I nearly swore. Probably to take the mick out of me, and it'll be the haters, but that's okay, because they're still just bringing traction to my page, and that's fine. But yeah, start messy. Don't worry about things not being perfect, because nothing's ever going to be perfect. You're a human being, and it's okay to not get everything right. And leading on from that, point 2 is people don't follow perfection, they follow growth. I have seen so many people try and start their pages out with just pure perfection on everything, and it gets nothing, it gets nowhere. I've tried it, it doesn't get anywhere. People follow growth. If you go on my YouTube now, and I'm not trying to get you to, I'm just saying as a fact, if you go to my YouTube and look, there's this one person that has commented on so many of my videos saying, oh, you've improved so much from the last one, keep going, because people follow growth. They don't want to just see perfection from the beginning, because they don't care. They want to see how they can improve. They want to relate on improvement. They want to see you grow as a person so that they can say, I've been there from the start. And my final point of this whole video is focus on the people who support you, not the ones who don't. Because they're the ones that are important. The people that don't support you, that's their loss. Get rid of them. They don't matter. Take them to the back of your mind, because every time they hate and every time they comment and say you're not good enough or whatever it is they're telling you, they're just bringing more traction to your videos. Engagement, like I mentioned earlier, is what gets your videos out there. If they're engaging to tell you that they don't like you, that's fine. Respond to their comment and say, thanks for boosting my video, because your extra comment then boosts your video more. You know, it's their own fault for boosting you out there, only focus on the good. And when I say focus on the people who support you, I mean really focus on them. Don't in your head be like, yeah, these guys support me, it's okay. Let them know. Make sure that they know that you appreciate their support. I've got a group chat, right, on Snapchat with 5 people who support my music. And I don't know any of them personally, but I do my best to message them and thank them and ask them for any recommendations or help, or if there's anything they want from me, because then they know that I'm grateful for them. And for my final message of this video, I just want to reinforce the fact that breaking through isn't about luck. It's about persistence and identity and connection. And I encourage you today to just take one small step, whether it be posting a short clip, or even just writing a verse, or sharing a demo, whatever it may be, just take that small step, because trust me, it's worth it. Your music deserves to be heard. You just need to give it a chance to be found. I wish you all the best of luck, and I love you all very much.